Hollister Hills State Vehicular Recreation Area, located in the Gablin Mountains, parallel to California's central coast, consists of two distinct landscapes, each side allowing for different types of activity. The distinction between the two sides is the result of moving tectonic plates. Let me explain. The Earth's crust is made up of a patchwork of tectonic plates. The California that we know today was directly shaped from interactions between the Pacific tectonic plate, the North American tectonic plate, and what was once the Farallon tectonic plate. A long time ago, about 175 to 200 million years ago, the Farallon plate began sinking beneath the North American plate, creating a subduction zone. Under enormous pressure, the Farallon plate oozed fluid into the overlying North American plate. This process resulted in pockets of magma, which eventually escaped either through volcanic eruption or cooled in magma chambers to form bodies of igneous rock. In this way, the granites of the Sierra Nevada mountains were created. The outer edge of the North American plate acted like a bulldozer, scooping up great mounds of seafloor sediment. This became the many coastal mountain ranges of California. Right behind the Farallon plate was the Pacific plate. And rather than subducting, the Pacific plate rammed into the North American plate until a transform boundary emerged. This boundary today is known as the San Andreas Fault Zone. The San Andreas Fault extends more than 600 miles, from the Gulf of California to the Mendocino coast. The Pacific plate is slowly sliding past the North American plate, northbound. The right lateral movement of the fault created the Gablin Mountains, where Hollister Hills is located. Now, with our broader understanding of how California is formed, let's take a closer look at Hollister Hills State Vehicular Recreation Area. Here, you can observe the fault's activity by looking at your surroundings. On the west side of the San Andreas Fault is the Pacific plate, where you can find granitic soil and chaparral plants. But where did that granitic soil come from? Originally, these granitic rocks are thought to have been part of the southern extension of the Sierra Nevada mountains. The lateral motion of continental crust along the San Andreas transform boundary works as a conveyor belt, transporting materials from one location to another. This accounts for the super old granitic rock on the west side of the Gablin mountain range. Now, let's observe the east side of the San Andreas Fault at Hollister Hills. This is the North American plate, where you can find clay-rich soil and oak grassland. This is a result of the ancient Lake San Benito. Thousands of years ago, San Benito County was Lake San Benito. Years of dead things piled up on the bottom of the lake, slowly depositing the silty lake bed that is now the rich farmland of San Juan Valley. Today at Hollister Hills, this range of granitic materials is on the Pacific plate, beside the sedimentary materials of the North American plate. Thanks to the work done by the plates, these different terrains provide unique riding and recreation experiences for visitors, from four-wheeling to motorcycles and ATVs, to hiking, horseback riding, and bicycling. Thanks for watching!